Hello, Viviana, can you hear me?
Hello, teacher.
How are you? How do you feel tonight?
I am fine, teacher. And you? How are
Pretty
you?
good. I'm pretty good. Excellent. Okay, Viviana, please just try to give me around 10 minutes in order to start our session because your partner and they are trying to get into the session because I just sent the link in a few moments, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, thank you so much. In 10 minutes, we'll be starting the session.
Okay, okay.
Hello, Caroline. How are you?
I'm
Caroline?
fine,
Great.
but I feel tired.
Yes, I know. It could be true. Do you have a busy journey today?
Yeah.
That's it because of your job?
Yes, teacher in my job. I today was a lot work.
Ah, okay. I imagine. And what do you do?
When I saw all great.
Oh my goodness. Yes, that's difficult. But now, okay, it's really, I don't know how to say that, but for me, it's a pleasure you be here chatting with us because I know you're tired. When you arrive to your house, you just want to rest. Yes, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yes, for me, it's very validating for a patient to be here. So, Daniel. How are you? How do you feel tonight?
I'm quite well, thank you.
Great. Tell me, what do you do in this day?
Today, in this morning, I was doing my activities of the university. After that, I needed to run some errands. To go, I needed to go to the bank, and after that, I needed to go to the university. I just come from the university, and
Uh,
I'm here.
and what are you studying? What kind of?
No, I was because I'm in a investigation group at the university.
Ah, that's cool. Great. Interesting. Okay, Lisette, and what about you? Lisette?
Hello, how are
Hello,
you, teacher?
Lisette. Lisette, I heard you too far. Please, can you set out your microphone?
Can you listen me?
Yes, but too far. Try to set out the volume on your microphone.
How are you, teacher?
Pretty good. Okay, Lisette, tell me, how was your day like?
Oh, my day was very busy in my work.
Yes, and what do you do?
I was at Avianca, at the airport and the municipal office,
Oh my
and
God, Lisa.
and we have some problems um, because the highway from
Yeah.
Popayan to Cali is closed uh,
Ah,
from
it's,
from 10 days ago.
yes.
And it's difficult to travel to Popayan to Cali, and the flights are full.
Yes, I imagine it. Yes. Now I am in Buenaventura and I have heard some news about the situation that is happening between Cali and Buenaventura. It's complicated, the transportation here. By the way, we expect that tomorrow the transportation it could be different or changed, no? But greatly said. Thank you so much for having shared the thing that you have done in this day. What about you, Viviana? Viviana, you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Uh,
Viviana, tell us, what do you do in your day and how was your day like? Was it exciting, amazing, boring? Tell me.
my day, it was good. I am a housewife.
Yeah.
All the time I am in a hurry. All the time I did things in the house and with my son. Mm, but it was great.
It was great. How many sons do you have?
Sorry?
How many sons do you have?
I have one son.
Just one, but to care a baby is really a hard job. I consider that being a baby sister or a mother sister is too hard. No, I have a baby. He's 1 year, but for me it's really complicated to care about him because due to my job and the different situation that we're living here is too difficult. But okay, this night, guys, tonight. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Guys, let me explain you something. I'm not going to turn on my camera because my internet connection is not the best tonight. For that reason, we are going to get the communication just with audio, okay? Just with listening. That could help us in order to increase our listening skill. For that reason, we are going to turn on our camera, okay?
Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, tonight we have a special topic. I'm gonna share my screen. Just let me to do it. Okay, special topic that we're going to talk about is about intensifiers. Okay, what do you understand when we talk about the word intensifiers? Daniel, what does mean intensifier for you?
Intensifiers. I use them, but I didn't know the exactly word. But
Exactly word. Okay. Mhm.
intensifiers they give to give a more intensive of a feeling.
Okay, let me guys, please try to silence your microphone because I don't know there's someone into the group. Okay, hello. Now it's better. Okay, Daniel, continue.
Okay, intensifiers. I consider intensifiers as a mm, it's like to give an intensive I don't know intensive mm, measure of I don't know maybe it's a feeling but in an intensive way.
Okay, yes, it's valid your opinion. Great. Okay, thank you so much for having shared your opinion, Daniel. Okay, before starting our topic about our intensifier, I just wanna share with you um, a message. Is this say when something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Elon Musk. Guys, please try to read this in your mind and give me your opinion about this special message in 1 minute. Try to read it in your mind. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favors. Great. Lizette, may you tell me what do you understand about with this message? Lizette, you there? Okay, I don't know what is happening with Lizette's microphone.
I'm
But let's
here.
start. Yes, Lizette, are you there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Lizette, please. Give us your opinion about this special message.
Uh, okay, for our life. Um, give me a moment, please.
Don't worry. Remember that this is a practice now. No matter if you commit a mistake or not, no matter if you are good or wrong, try to speak as much as possible.
Okay. Um, eh, when we want to make different things in our life, for example, to study, to work, or travel, or everything, we can we can use or uh, different. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have the word.
No, don't worry, but this
I
is
confused.
great. Okay, this is great, Lisette. Thank you so much. Caroline, you there? Caroline? Carolina?
Yes.
Okay, Caroline.
Mm, okay.
Tell
But
me.
I think
Yeah.
this word is very interesting because is try, yes, try and try and try when you have a possibility to learn or do something that for you is very very interesting and important. Yeah, I think that the in the world if present difficult, but is try for us um, go out with the situation. Yep.
Okay, to get out. When okay, for example, let's imagine a case. And what do you do when you are in a difficult moment and the odds are not in your favor? And you try to take advantage of the circumstances or you shame the odds?
No. For example, in English, I I I continue and choose other strategies or other options, but but I super. I don't say
Overcome?
overcome this
Yeah.
difficult. Yeah.
Great. Okay. Thank you so much for your opinion. Excellent. What about you, Vivian? Give me your opinion about this message.
I, in my opinion, I think is try to do the best version of self.
Mhm.
Mm, no more. Is try to do the best or try to make or change mistakes or bad habits.
But having what? Sorry, me, I didn't hear the last part.
Habits, the
Ah,
bad habits.
yes. Okay. Great. Good job. Daniel. Daniel,
Uh,
please try to
yeah.
give me your reflection about this word.
Okay, the way I see it, that a phrase reminds us that we mustn't give up when we started something, because if we started doing something, that means we like it,
Yeah.
and we never give up. We need to continue, no matter how many barriers or how many obstacles we find in our way. We need to
Yeah.
continue. We need to break them, and uh, we mustn't give up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, for example, Daniel, now you are in university, okay, and you have in a project investigation, I heard something like that. If let's imagine that the things aren't following it as well as you expect. How can you overcome that kind of circumstances in order to achieve your goal, to accomplish your goal?
Okay, if the things didn't work out, I always need to find another strategy
Yeah.
to support, uh, to give yeah, to support the mistake or what it happened. We need to create, or we need to find another strategy, but it doesn't mean that we need to give up. We need to find another job, another way, another strategy, another method to find a solution.
Excellent. Okay, very good. Okay, guys, this is an important phrases that I just want to share with you. But now let's go to the chase. Okay, let's go to the chase. Is an expression, an idiomatic expression. That's mean vamos al punto. Okay, I don't know if you understood the word. When I say let's go to the chase, that's mean let's go to the topic. And the topic tonight is about intensifiers. Okay, let's before starting our presentation, I just want to try to make an idea about what does intensifier mean. So I'm going to share this link. Sorry, me. I'm gonna show you the link. It's here, and you will have exactly 1 minute for watching this video, and then I'm gonna ask you some example about this. Okay. I will be sharing you with you the link here in the chat room. Please try to check it and take around 2 minutes. Okay? Let's do it, please, guys.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I know you have saw the video. Now, okay, let's go with the explanation of can we use the grammar. Okay, in this part of the slide. Hello, guys. Okay, you listen me, guys. Okay, please try to say me, okay, teacher. No, we can hear you because as you know, my internet is not good now. Okay, great. Caroline, you're listening well. Very good.
Yes,
Okay,
teacher.
thank you, Daniel. Okay, in this part, intensifier, it is a linguistic term for the modifiers that make no contribution to the propositional meaning of the clause, but serves to enhance and give additional emotional context to the word it modifies. For example, let's get put in practice the event intensifiers between to and enough. How can we use them in a sentence? For example, let's go with to. To goes before an adjective and a verb. And in the sentence, this has a negative meaning and shows that something is more than enough, or more than necessary, or more than wanted. This is a real and a simple example. Helen is too rude to become a doctor. As you can see in these sentences, the intensifier to goes before the adjective and then is a complement of the sentences. For example, you can say Marlovic is too happy. Okay, when I say Marlovic is too happy, I just always want to put the intensifier before an adjective or an adverb. Okay, now let's check it in this part how that we can use the intensifier enough. This part enough goes before nouns, but after an adjective or an adverb. It has a positive meaning and shows that there is as much of something as is wanted or needed. For example, here, the water is warm enough to swim. The water is enough to swim. Okay, check here, the word enough is an intensifier that go after the adjective but before nouns. Let's check another example. Look at this. The car is in fact. The car is in fact. The car is in fact enough. Look at the adjective here. The adjective is fact. And the intensifier goes after. And the car is a noun. For that reason, the intensifier can go before nouns. Okay? Making sense? Okay, let's make something like an example. Daniel, give me an example using intensifier to in a one sentence.
For example, uh, wind today is too strong.
To what?
It's too strong.
Is too strong. Very good. And with enough?
For example, this book isn't interesting enough.
Very good. What about you, Viviana? Give me an example using the intensifiers too. Viviana?
Two.
Yeah, the intensifier too.
Um, Daniel is too intelligent.
Very good. Now give me an example using the intensifier enough.
Enough. The English teachers know I know vocabulary enough.
Vocabulary enough. The English
Yes.
teacher, yeah, vocabulary enough.
The English the English teacher know vocabulary enough.
Yeah, no. Remember that we put the words enough before after, sorry me, an adjective and before a noun. In this case, vocabulary, it could be like a numbers. Okay, so for that reason, you can say the English teacher have enough vocabulary.
I have.
Okay, very good. Now, Caroline, please try to read me this example and give me an example using to and enough. But before you try to give me those examples, just read me this slide.
Okay. With two?
Yeah, but read me
Um,
that slide. What it does mean this slide? Read. Read the
there,
sentences.
yeah, there aren't chairs.
Uh-huh.
There aren't enough chairs. Ah, but isn't correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you
Mm,
check here? Why the word enough goes before the nouns?
yeah. Okay. Entonces, there aren't chairs enough.
No, Caroline, listen to me. You say there aren't enough chairs. That is correct. But try to
Okay.
explain to your partner why we put enough before the nouns. Did,
Mm,
did you understand my question?
no, but yeah, but I don't know explain, but I don't understand why aren't. Yeah.
There aren't
Mhm.
because there aren't enough chairs. How many chairs are there in this image?
Yeah, but the aren't isn't the so now,
Yeah.
and it's not is a adverb. Yeah,
Okay. It's
I
not
don't
a
say why the noun is here.
okay. Let me explain you. When you are going to use enough after an adjective and
Mm-hmm.
before nouns. For example, let's imagine that you have two computers, and I'm gonna say Caroline doesn't have enough computer. Why enough goes before the nouns? Because the rules say that you must put enough before a noun and after an adjective. Okay, now let's change the idea. When I say Caroline's computer are fast enough, what is the adjective?
Fast.
Okay, now you have the idea. Give me one example using to and give me another example using enough.
Okay. For example, it's too late to work.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Um, I know.
Don't
Mm,
worry.
you're no, you're not. Mm, I can say, yeah, your clothes are big enough.
Very good. My clothes are big enough. Very good. And what
Yes,
is the adjective?
big.
Big. Excellent, Caroline. You have understood the use of enough and to. Very good. Lisette, let's go with you. Lisette?
Yeah.
Okay, Lisette, please try to read me this sentence. And then you're going to give me an example using to and enough. Read the slide.
Only read.
Yes, read, and then you're going to give me an example using the intensifier to and enough.
Okay. The restaurant is good
Yeah.
enough.
Uh-huh.
A sentence. I have one. She
Okay, don't worry.
um she doesn't um I don't know. She swim pretty enough. Is correct?
She swim,
Swim.
swim enough. She swim enough. Enough, yes, is
I
could be
can
correct.
use pretty or
Yes, but try to use with a nouns or with an adjective. Okay, for example, you can say, "My mother always prepare food enough." Is correct or isn't correct?
Can you repeat, please?
My
Sorry.
mother. Okay, this example is about my
Uh-huh.
mother.
Okay.
I just want to say my mother prepared food, but using the intensifier enough, how will be the sentence?
Uh, my mother prepare uh, food you know.
Now listen. Okay, don't worry. Give me, for example, let's check this. There isn't public transportation. Okay, look
Okay.
at this picture.
Uh-huh.
Okay, when I say there isn't public transportation, public is the nouns. I just want to say, okay, there isn't public transportation enough could be wrong. Why? Because I must put enough before a nouns. What is the noun here? Public. For example, if I just want to say my mother didn't prepare food enough is incorrect because food is the name, the nouns. For that reason, I must say my mother didn't prepare enough food.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
always, guys, the intensifier enough is going to be before a noun and after an adjective of an adverb. Okay, let's try it
Okay.
out with another intensifier, but using these sentences. Listen, give me a sentence using the intensifier enough.
Other sentence?
Yeah.
Um, there are, for example, give me a moment.
Okay. Do you need a think?
I thinking.
Okay, don't worry. But tell me the truth. Have you understood this grammar or not? Because I could explain it to you
Uh,
in Spanish if you want at the final of this presentation. Okay?
okay.
Okay. Okay. Here there is another sentences that is my bedroom is warm in winter. So my bedroom is warm enough in winter. Why enough goes before the nouns? Because in this case, winter is the name or the nouns as we call it normally. Okay? Now, fill in the blank with two or enough. Here there are four examples, and I'm going to choose, could be Lise or Caroline, whatever kind of person could start. But the main idea is do you try to get the context, and before the line, you are going to put two or enough. For example, the first one, in this case, Daniel, what is two or enough?
Okay, in the first one, the correct sentence
I
is the
think
pizza
it's
is
two.
true enough to eat.
Two enough to eat. Very good. Excellent. What about you, Viviana?
The market is close enough to go on foot.
Excellent. Very good. And what about you, Caroline? Caroline?
Yes. Number one.
The number three.
Three. Mm, oh my God. Enough? No, enough.
Yeah, okay. This cut isn't working.
The
Isn't work.
cat, yeah,
Yeah.
is a worm. Sorry, worm. Worm is an, no, I didn't see. Is an adjective? No,
It's
it's
an
a
adjective.
noun. Yeah,
The cut isn't warmed, but remember that this is an adjective or are nouns.
adjective.
Okay. And is two
Yeah,
or
and
enough?
it's two.
This cut isn't warm to for me now is wrong. Remember, you can put enough after an adjective and
Mm-hmm.
before a noun.
Yeah, it's
Okay?
two. Yeah.
No, isn't too, Caroline. Is enough.
Ah, is enough?
Yes, remember,
But
we
the after is no adjective, no
no
before. It's not.
we use to before an adjective, and we use enough after an adjective.
Ah, okay. I think that the two rules.
No,
Ah, okay,
to just
okay.
applies to just
Yeah.
applies when we put an adjective and before. In
Mm-hmm.
the case of enough is different. We put enough after an adjective and before a
Mm-hmm.
nouns.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. Yes.
And very good. Now, Lisette, the point number four
Um, the film is enough scary for my children to watch.
is what?
No?
In this case, we can put two as well. Okay?
Okay.
Applies to scary because remember that we can use the intensifier to before an adjective. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, guys. In order to clarify just this information, how do we use intensifier to enough, you are going to have 5 minutes in which you are going to explain me how was your day at the work. Remember at the beginning of this presentation, I asked you guys, how was your day like? Do you remember? And you tell me, teacher, it was so exciting, or in this moment I'm too tired because this and this and this happened in my job. Do you remember? We do this exercise at the beginning of this presentation. And now you are going to have 5 minutes in which you are going to describe your day at the work using the intensifier to and enough. Making sense?
Yes,
Making
I got
sense?
it.
Okay, guys, 5 minutes to do it. Okay, guys, you did it? Well, I was looking for because I really forget how to say in English the word chronometer. But okay, what is the main idea? Now I'm gonna put a chronometer. I don't know if you have seen this chronometer before. It's an online chronometer. And the main idea you try to speak two meanings, describing your work at the day, and I'm gonna start and then I'm gonna stop this chronometer when you accomplish your 2 minutes. Making sense? Okay, and this is going to be the order. The first one will be Viviana.
Mhm.
The second one will be Caroline. And the third one will be Daniel, and we'll be closing with Lisette. Okay? Viviana, you ready?
Sorry, teacher.
Don't worry.
Yes, I made the
Okay.
sentences,
Okay,
but
Viviana.
no.
Do you understand the dynamic that we're going to handle
Mhm.
now? Okay, I'm going to put this parameter. Can you see it?
Put my camera.
Yeah. You are going to speak 2 minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes. Using the intensifier and describing your work a day. Okay?
Mm,
You
yes,
ready?
teacher.
Okay, you
I open my.
try to speak as much as possible, okay? And don't worry if you stop. I'm just going to stop it in 2 minutes. When you have accomplished the 2 minutes, I will stop at the parameter, okay?
I made the sentences, but I didn't know teacher.
Don't worry. Okay, try to be fluent, okay? Let's start.
My day, it was good. Um, uh, I was too busy. Mm, I did homework enough with my son. We go to Bob two things to our diner and our break because today visited our parents
Yeah.
and also we play enough at the park and we did two homeworks with with him. No more.
No, continue speaking. Don't worry. Describe your day. 1 minute. You have 1 minute. Continue speaking, Viviana. Do it.
Uh, then I try to study. I study enough about some topics in 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 the campus, in the university campus. I know no more teacher.
Continue. Continue. Do it. Do it. You are doing a good job. Continue.
I forget all.
Okay, don't worry, don't worry. Okay, Viviana, this is an exercise in order that you try to speak as much as possible, okay? Don't worry about the time, but you need to be fix it with yourself. You need to exist you more and encourage you more to speak and speak in a fluent way, okay?
Okay.
No matter if you forget in the moment the vocabulary, the phrase, or the word, but just try to speak. And the more speaking you have, more fluent you will be. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Who's the second one? I told you who will be the second one. Caroline? Were you?
Now
Yes.
just
Yes, Caroline. You ready?
Oh, yes, also.
Okay, Caroline. Let's start. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Okay, today I have enough work because I see I see with all the elementary grade. Um, I am also very tired uh, because I was in high heels all day. I have no work from a school and university. But no, everything was bad. Yeah, um, because in class, I I I do have fun when I put the listen of the book, the audio, sorry, the audios of the book, and the students say me, teacher, please, no, I don't understand. Please talk about you. Sorry, talk you, please. And I they say, teacher is the listen is very fast and it's impossible to understand. But I love those things. But for me, it's very grateful and feel this appreciation to the student. Yes, but my day is great. Thank you.
Okay, very good. 1 minute past 58. Okay, you were about to fulfill the 2 minutes. Great. It was great. Excellent speaking. Very good. Now let's go with Danielle. Danielle, fight the record. Okay, you have 2 minutes to speak about your day and your job using two and enough. Ready?
Okay, right.
Okay, one, two, three, go.
Okay, about my day and my job. Okay, recently I'm not working, but my last job was hard enough for me. Okay, but my day today was too hard in the morning. I had to do my university activities that which were too boring. After that, I went to a bank where I had to take out some money. And okay, after that, and I needed to wait too much time to get what I wanted. Then I went to university to work in a project. Uh, that meeting was too boring. I was about to fail to fall asleep, and suddenly it started raining. But at the beginning, the rain wasn't too much. But after a few minutes, uh, the rain started being stronger. But I thought that I I needed an umbrella, but I didn't bring any umbrella. Okay, but at the beginning it wasn't rainy enough,
Very good.
but after a few minutes it was pouring, and after though after that all things, my day wasn't good enough. Wasn't relaxing enough than I thought. But now it continues raining, and
Okay.
I'm kind of wet.
Okay, very good. You pass the time to were about 2 minutes for 30 seconds. Excellent speaking, Daniel. You have done an excellent job. Okay,
Thank
and
you.
now let's go with Viviana. You ready, Viviana? No, sorry, me with Lisette. Sorry, me, Lisette. Okay, Lisette. Let's go with you. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, do it.
Okay. About my day. Since the morning, my day was very busy. I work customer service. Went to the office and know people to solve their problems. Every day I learn a lot of new things with different cases that I attend. I have now problems this week with the close of the highway, how I say initially in the class. Um, I was worried because I had many problems at lunch time. I went to visit a relative at the hospital, and there were enough people. Yeah. Um. So I returned to the office. Many people were still arriving with no problems, more problems with their air tickets. Um, it's difficult sometimes to deal with so many problems of people, but I must be quiet, but patient. And sometimes I make some mistakes at work for having enough stress. Um, and it's all, teacher.
Okay, you have 1 minute 33 seconds. Okay, 53 seconds, right? And that's amazing, guys. Now, okay, as you can see, you were talking about 2 minutes, and I gave you 5 minutes to think about. And you try to provide information about your work day. But now, we are going to see how can we use so and very. In many occasions, we commit some mistake using so and very in the same way. But the real situation is that we use so before only with adjective and adverbs. We never use so with nouns. Let's make an example. This is Catherine Ibarwen. Always you're going to say, if you just want to say Catherine Ibarwen is fast, you're going to put she is so fast. Always so is going to be before an adjective, no after an adjective. For example, this is the second one. The car is so dirty. Can you see this word dirty is an adjective for the reason so goes before the adjective. And how can we use very? Very is similar to the use of so. It is only used with adjective in a context where the exclamation are strong. For example, we are two feelings where the exclamation is really strong in a sentence that we just can apply very. For example, I'm going to say, I am very excited. You can use, of course, the so before an adjective. But if you want that your sentences could be very strong, you can use the intensifier very. Making sense? For example, it's not the same to say, I am so happy that I am very happy. When you say I am very happy, and your exclamation is really intensive, is really strong. It's not the same when you use so, because they change, the sentence could change. For example, I'm so sad. I'm very sad. Are the same intensifiers, but with different intensive into the sentence. Let's make it with another. Sorry, my God. With the words this. English is very difficult. What can you notice, for example, Daniel, is we put so difficult, the sentence will be the same or could change, Daniel.
Okay, the first thing that if we use so, change the the meaning of the sentence because that would mean that is weakener the intensive weakener, and usually when we use so we need to describe why we feel or why we think that that thing is like that.
Very good.
And in this
Now,
case, if we use very, that means it's stronger.
it's stronger. And what about this? This girl. What about this girl? What is she doing?
She's playing the piano.
She's playing the piano. But if I say she plays the piano so well, it could have the same meaning that she plays the piano very well.
Mm, yeah, because in that case, that means that she's pretty good at playing the piano. She plays the piano very well and is stronger than saying uh, she plays the piano so well
Okay,
because
very, yes, continue.
so it doesn't sound so good and so I don't know how to continue explaining.
Okay, that's great. Okay, for example, Viviana, tell me a sentence using so and very.
Mm, I am so tired today.
Yeah, and
And
very,
I am I am very happy today.
very happy. Okay, what about you, Lisette? Lisette, what about you? Give me an example with this. So and very.
Uh, I am so uh, so busy.
Yeah,
Um, the other, well, he sing very well. He's, he
very
sing he sings very well.
okay, very good. Caroline, Caroline,
Yeah.
your examples using very and so.
Hmm. I'm very tired today.
Tired today. Okay, that means that it's really stronger. And how can you use so?
Oh my God, it's so I'm so excited about my student pass the evaluation.
Okay, great. You are so excited, but you're not very excited. So let's encourage your student that they pass the test in order you will be very excited. Okay, guys. Very good, Caroline. This is basically an idea how I can use the intensifiers in a sentences. Okay, when you will be talking with a person, it's very important to use the grammar correctly. For example, if you don't use the grammar correctly, you can communicate with another person and you can transmit your message, but it's not the same when you understand the correctly use of the grammar. Now I'm going to give you some feedback what I have shown in this session. I noticed you really fluent. For example, in the case of Viviana, you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Viviana, let me to congratulate you because tonight I saw you really fluent. Okay, in spite of you didn't speak 2 minutes, you tried, and that's important because you were trying to speak as much as possible. But that is an exercise with the practice. I know that you will fulfill this part. Okay,
Thank
let
you,
me.
teacher. It's true. I really tried.
Yeah, let me to congratulate you because I know you tonight. Yeah, too fluent. Paola, who's Paola? Paola is in this group, but she haven't participated in this group. I don't know. Paola is here. Paola, well, let's go with Lisette. And Lisette, really, I just wanna ask you, please, a favor. Next time, try to set out your microphone because otherwise that you are speaking, I heard you too far. Yeah, the main idea is you try to set out your microphone in order to understand what are you talking. Okay, but Lisette, as you know, you have a pretty good pronunciation, and just continue working hard in order to be fluent, more fluent, because when you are more fluent, you can acquire more vocabulary and some expression that will help you to increase your knowledge. Okay,
Yeah.
you were amazing. You did an amazing job tonight, but I just want to encourage you to search on internet how can you use intensifier is basically to and enough because I consider that you were clear in this grammar, but you were recently understanding it just on the final of the presentation. But try to searching on internet more information about how can you use intensifier and to put yourself some examples. How can you enhance in a sentence? Okay.
Okay.
And Daniel, okay, Daniel, you were really, really amazing tonight. And I just want to congratulate you because you have on a good speaking level. And and tonight I could notice that you use some leaking some. Do you remember last classes, Daniel, when I told you, Daniel, try to use Lickinson, and I can hear some Lickinson in your speech. For example, when you were speaking the 2 minutes about making the description about your work a day, and you use it, and that's great because that increase your speaking level. Okay.
Thank you so much. Yes, I didn't. Really, you recommended me to practice linking. Next day, I watched some videos about it.
About it, yeah, you are doing it, and that's amazing. Let me congratulations because, of course, when you were on the first station, your speaking wasn't in that level, and I can hear you now, and I say, okay, that guy is just practicing the leaking sun, and your English is faster now. Okay,
Thank you so much.
okay, good. Caroline, you there? I know you're really tired and you just want to disconnect to these sessions, but Caroline, you there?
Yes,
Caroline.
yes,
Okay, you heard me. I know, Caroline, you're really tired, but I really like your speech, especially when you were talking about your team, about your students, when you use the intensifiers, you use them correctly in your sentences. And but I just going to give you the same suggestions than Daniel I gave before. Try to search on internet how to use leaking sounds. Yes, when you use leaking sounds, your speaking skill will increase. It's the same with Lisette and Viviana. Guys, when you look for some videos on YouTube, and you can practice with many mentors, many people around the world, who they are exploring this language, and you can connect one word with another one, and just you leave an inspiration, and it's really different. Try to practice listening some Caroline, Lisette, and Viviana because it's not the same when you speak in an intermediate level than when you speak with a higher level. Okay, that's the reality of English communicative skills is when you try to speak as much as possible, when you try to speak as faster as possible, but as clear as possible. Try to transmit a kind of message. Caroline, making sense?
yes.
Okay, guys, now we are going to stop here our session, and I don't know if you have something to say about my classes tonight. Did you really understand the rule? How to, could we use intensify to enough? So I'm very. Is clear for you?
Yes, it was useful and meaningful.
I mean, very good. What about you, Viviana?
Yes, I understand the topic, teacher.
Okay, and what about you, Caroline? Did you understand?
Yes, teacher, only I practice more the sentence, but I understand.
Okay, Lisette, is this clear for you?
The same that Caroline. Caroline,
Yeah.
I need to practice more and maybe read or watch videos about the topic.
Okay, now I'm gonna post you a tags, okay? Les voy a dejar una tareita a todos ustedes. Next class, you're going to share with your partner a new expression, and you're going to create, could be a sentence or a phrases or a word, and in the next session you will be sharing the phrases that you have learned before with your partners. Okay, could be idioms expression, or could be occasional expression that you ever read, but try to learn by memory, and then you're going to share with the phrases, with the sentences, or with the word, the expression that you have learned before. Okay?
Okay, it's clear.
That's a specific
Okay.
text for you. Try to write down to your down in your notebook or in your book, in your agenda, but just try to look for a new word. And next classes will be sharing that word. Okay?
Okay,
Okay, guys, that was all for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the classes. See you next Tuesday. Have a great holiday. Okay, as on Monday is holidays for you. Try to spend time with your family, to relax, and to disconnect with the devices, computer, mobile phone, and stuff like that. Okay, guys, that was all. God bless you. See you next session.
see you next class. Have a nice weekend.
Okay, bye. Take care.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Bye, Vivian.
Bye.
Bye.